Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be doing June favorites. I don't have too much stuff, so I'll go through like the makeup products that I have really quick, and then I think at the end I'm going to include some pictures and maybe like some little video clips from our trip to Las Vegas. I feel like we should start with a product that really like saved my skin this month. This month, Doug and I went on our trip to Las Vegas, and oh my god, my skin was so dry. Literally it was so dry I almost couldn't even wear makeup, and I wouldn't have been able to wear makeup if it hadn't been for this product. If you've watched my channel in the past, you've probably heard me talk about this, but this one is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream. And yes, this is a night cream, but my face was so dry I had to use this during the day if I even wanted to try and wear makeup. So this is what it looks like. It's like a really thick cream. I mean, it's thick. You can literally go like this and try and dump it out and nothing is going to happen because it's so heavy. But it's so lightweight when you put it on the skin, and when you wake up in the morning, your skin just feels so plump and beautiful. And I swear, if I did not have this product, I don't know what I would have done. So if you haven't tried First Aid Beauty products, I think they're amazing, especially if you have really sensitive skin. There's no fragrance. They're really gentle on every skin type. So I highly recommend this one if you haven't tried it yet. Let's keep talking about moisturization, shall we? So this product, again, saved my lips. They were so dry, they were literally bleeding. So this is actually from Nicole Guerrero. She created her Best Damn Beauty makeup line. Or is it a makeup line? I don't know what you would really call it. Skincare, maybe? But this is her Best Damn Beauty lip mask. Its official name is the Best Damn Lip Mask. And this does have a... I'll show you what that inside looks like. I have used quite a bit of this, and it does have the scent of roses, so if you were not into that, you will hate this because the scent kind of stays there for a little bit, and like if you kind of go like this, or if any gets on your tongue, you can almost taste the rose. But if scent isn't that big of an issue for you, I think you'll totally be fine with this. But this I mostly use at nighttime, or I'll just take like a really tiny amount and then I can use it during the day. I know she likes to use it a lot before she'll put on like liquid lipsticks or just products that are really drying on her lips. But this is incredible. It's a little pricey, but honestly, I think I've had this for what feels like almost a year, and it still hasn't run out. So if you're looking for a super, really hydrating, intense lip treatment, you should definitely try this out. So the entire time that we were on our trip, I brought this huge pack of lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and all this stuff that I was like, I'm totally going to use all of this. And then I literally only used these two things. They're not like perfect matches, but for me, they worked just fine. The first one is a lip pencil from Maybelline. It's the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. And this one is in the shade number 110 Purely Nude. I think these are somewhat new from Maybelline. It's a retractable lip liner. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. So that is what the color looks like. And I think that matches the cap shade pretty well. Pretty creamy, long-lasting. And again, it just worked really well with the only lipstick shade that I used the entire trip, which is from Bite Beauty. And it's one of the AMUSE BOUCHE lipsticks in the shade Fig. Don't judge me for the way that this thing looks, because there was an incident. And that happened. So, but doesn't mean I'm not going to use it. Let me show you what this one looks like. Alright, so this one right here is Fig, and then that was the lip liner that I used with it. Again, not like a perfect match, but on the lips, they looked really good together. And I wore these two like every single day. They were just perfect for all the looks that I was wearing. And so, how can you go wrong with the Bite Beauty lipsticks? I mean, seriously, they're incredible. The next product is something that I have used a lot in the past, and then I kind of just forgot about it until I picked it up again. Or actually, it's not even that I forgot about it. It was that I could never find the shade that I wanted. It was always sold out. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this one is in the shade number 10 Light. I just absolutely love this concealer. Just, you know, your typical tiny little doe foot applicator. And this is like the perfect, just everyday concealer. I mean, obviously it's super affordable. It has great coverage. I'm not wearing it today. Don't judge the way my makeup looks right now. It's not cute, but this has awesome coverage. If you can see here, it's completely covered up like all my veins, and it doesn't really crease on me. I find that it truly works so well on the under eyes. All right, this bronzer I mentioned in a haul. I don't know when I did my last haul, but this is the Hourglass bronzer, and this one is the Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light. And it looks like this. It is so stunning. And this one I do have on today. It's definitely a more luminous bronzer. If you don't like shimmer or anything like that, you're not going to enjoy this. But that is the shade, and that is it swatched. This is not a cheap bronzer. I have been wanting to try this. I had been wanting to try it for a really long time, but I just could not bring myself to pay for it. This is $50. Like, that is disgusting. That is stupid. But it's so pretty, and I do really like bronzers. They're definitely up there on one of my, you know, more favorite beauty products. So I had to try it. And I'm not sorry at all. I really do enjoy it. So if you've kind of been on the fence as to whether or not you've been wanting to try one of the Hourglass bronzers, I do highly recommend it. I do want to mention the lipstick that I am wearing today, which is also one of my freaking favorites, which does surprise me because I feel like it's a little cool toned, and I usually hate cool toned anything. But this is from Tarte. It's the ones that are in like the blue marble packaging, and this is in the shade Salt Life. This is what it looks like in the tube. It's like mauve and a little pink and maybe almost a little gray. I mean, I am wearing it today. But this is so pretty. I mean, I'm super attracted to this shade, and I don't know why, because like I said, I hate cool tone anything. But it's long lasting, so creamy, it's hydrating, my lips don't feel dry and gross, it fades really well, so even if you like eat or drink, I'm not saying it's gonna look perfect, but it's not gonna look like there's just an empty ring of lipstick. So, I mean, they have a huge collection of shades. What does this say what collection this is even from? Color Splash lipstick. I think that's the range, Color Splash lipstick, but they have so many shades. So again, when we were on our trip, it was not only just super, super hot, but a lot of the days I would be putting my makeup on like earlier in the morning, and we would just not really come back, or I wouldn't want to redo my makeup. I just wanted to have it on and just enjoy the day. So I did bring the little travel size of the Urban Decay All-Nighter, which I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used this specific one in years. I've mostly been using either Chill Makeup Setting Spray from Urban Decay, or I would be using the one from Pixie, like just the makeup setting spray. You know, I've been using other things, but I just decided to grab this one. I think I only grabbed it because it was in a travel size. But oh my god, this made my makeup last forever, like all day. I mean, I wouldn't even have to touch up at all, which was super impressive to me. So I've mostly just for this, I've just forgotten how good it is. And so if you have, you know, if you live in a climate like Florida, which is like 1000% humidity and it rains every day, this is why I look like this. And you want your makeup to last, and I didn't use this today. So you see I look like shit. But I highly recommend All Nighter, especially for the warm summer months. Oh. This is the beautiful and precious NATASHA DENONA Sunset Palette. Oh my god. I saw this in photos and I died on the inside because I was like, I need that. I need that now. And it was sold out constantly all the time. And I am so happy that I ended up finding it. Oh my god, this is so stunning. This is almost exclusively the only palette that I have been using for almost the entire month. This palette is so beautiful, so pigmented. Everything blends so well. Show you like 3 of my favorite shades. I mean, I want to cry. It's so pretty. And I love that the pigment doesn't fade throughout the day. I'm not gonna go and act like I did the research, but I believe someone said, even though the size of these looks small, that the pan is really deep and you actually get more product per pan in here than you do in one Makeup Forever shadow, which those are like huge if you've seen them. So and they are making this permanent, which is very exciting. So keep your eye out, you know, it's gonna be coming available, I think they said in the fall. It's pricey, but it's fine, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do just my one last, I don't even know, would you call it beauty product? I don't know, but it is the Key Australia DESI sunglasses, the black fades. I love these. I think these are just so cool. I love the fade. Although I do think my head is crooked. Like I think they tip on me a little bit, but these are just so awesome. I definitely wore these every day on our trip. So those were all of my like makeup related products that were my favorites for the month. And then honestly, I just want to take a couple minutes and just talk about what was my most favorite thing of the whole month, which was our vacation. Like, Doug and I have been through what feels like hell, and all we wanted was just a break from everything for just a short time. Just like, I think if we didn't take that trip, we were gonna lose our minds. And it was like our trip just every day got better and better. Like when you just thought that like the next day, or you thought like that day couldn't be beat, the next day surprised us even more. Like when we flew in, we ended up getting there really, really early, like way, way before a room would have even been available for us. And so they were kind of just trying to get us checked in as soon as possible. And, you know, we were just telling them like why we were on vacation and some things that had happened to us. And they ended up like upgrading our room. They gave us free passes to use the spa. They gave us passes to like skip lines. If like the buffet was really long, they would let us cut ahead, or if the taxi line was really long, we could cut ahead of everyone just to make our trip a little nicer. They were like, oh, and then when you're done checking in, go to concierge. They have something for you over there. And we go to concierge and we're like, how can this get any better? And Doug's parents were so sweet, and they had sent a gift card there for us to use so we can, you know, use it on food or drinks or a show or whatever, which was just so nice and such a surprise. Like I totally started crying because it was just so kind, and just we weren't expecting it. Just such a nice surprise. And we ended up getting checked into our room earlier than we thought, which is so great. Like literally I could cry thinking about how great it was to just get away. And just like Doug and I didn't get a wedding, we didn't get a honeymoon, we didn't get anything like that. Not that you have to have those things, and it's totally fine if you don't, but it was exactly what we needed to just get away. And actually one of the days, this is like the coolest thing that happened. So we stayed at the Mirage Hotel, and they have like their regular pool. They have this smaller pool which is called the Oasis, and you have to be 21 or older to use that pool, and you have to pay to be in there, but then you have like your own private server who, like, you know, takes care of whatever you need and all that stuff. And so we were waiting in line because it didn't open yet, and they recommend you kind of wait in line because it's first come, first serve. And there was an older couple sitting in front of us. Like, they were probably in their 60s, maybe like late 60s or so. And, you know, we were all just talking about everything, and they just kind of asked, oh, like, what are you guys here for? Are you here for just like vacation or business or whatever? We all got to talking and, you know, told them our story. And they were just so sweet and so nice. And they had been married for like, I don't know, 40 something years. They were giving us their advice and all this stuff. And right when they were getting ready to let us into the pool area, the older gentleman went over to Doug and said, quietly kind of asked him, hey, what is your name, your first and last name? He goes, I would like to give you guys something. I'll leave it up at concierge. We were like, you don't have to get us anything. Like, please don't. And we didn't think anything of it. Hours go by, and we went back to our room, and we had a message on our phone telling us to come down. Something was there for us. Oh my God, like my heart. So we go, and they wanted us to have a really nice dinner, and they had left us a gift card for $250 and just wished us like a happy married life, and it was so sweet. I cried a lot on this trip, like, of happiness. It just, with so many bad things that have happened to us, we couldn't believe that these amazing things kept happening to us. You know, we were able to see Daniel Tosh. Like, Doug and I used to rent his movies or DVDs or whatever, you know, his shows that he would record, and like we would watch those when we first started dating. So now we got to see him live. Like, it was the coolest thing. We went and saw the most amazing Cirque du Soleil. We saw Ka. Literally, I cried half the time because I couldn't believe that people are talented enough to do that. I had a couple drinks. I may have been a little extra emotional. You know, but Doug got to play his first poker tournament, which he's been dreaming about for so many years. He's always wanted to try it, so I'm so happy he got a chance to do that. And okay, this is like, I love this part. Doug and I, like, we have pictures together, but we don't really have a lot of like nice, high quality photos together. We have, like, of course, from our wedding day, but I don't think we really have like much else than that. And so these are just hilarious to me. But we went to go see the Bodies exhibit and then the Titanic exhibit, and they have someone in the beginning who puts you up in front of a green screen and like takes pictures of you or whatever, and you can buy them at the end. And we're on vacation, of course we're gonna buy them, right? These pictures are so funny. Oh, and also, if you haven't been to the Titanic exhibit, when you first go in, they give you the name of a passenger and some information, like a real passenger that was on the ship, and you find out at the end if you lived or died, and both of us lived, which was exciting. But yeah, so they just, you know, they take, I don't even know if these are going to show up, but they just take pictures of you, and then they put you in front of some kind of a screen or whatever. Trying to show these without the light like glaring on them. I just think these are like hilarious, like so funny. This is the best one though. This picture was the reason we bought the entire bundle. So they have a fake bow of a ship, so that, is that what it's called? A bow of a ship? And they're like, yeah, go do like the Rose and Jack thing. And okay, also I was wearing a really baggy shirt in this photo, so it looks like I'm pregnant, but I'm not. But can we just talk about how happy Doug looks? Like, the smile on his face in this picture is the funniest thing. Like, he just looks so happy. We had to get it. Like, I needed this picture. This I want to frame and hang up when we move because it's perfect. So then there was this other restaurant in our hotel called Otoro, and it is I think it's a Japanese sushi type of restaurant. And the night that we happened to go, they were having a professional photographer come in, and they would take a couple photos of you at your table, and then, you know, if you wanted to purchase the prints, you could. And we were like, we're not purchasing anything, no. But when we ended up seeing the pictures come back, we were like, oh my god, like those are the cutest things, and we ended up wanting them. So I'm gonna show you the pictures because we don't have pictures like this, even though they're super cheesy. I mean, come on, they're super cheesy, but nice. Like they come in this nice kind of leather bound oh shit, like leather bound book that says Mirage Las Vegas, and then you open it up and they're like in these glossy covers. But they're so cute. And then at the bottom, you can't really see it, but they say the Mirage Las Vegas and then the date that they were taken. But they're so sweet. We just don't have pictures like this. And they're so cute. And then we got this one too. Aww. Like, it's just so nice, like something, you know, because if you're just two people traveling, like, are most of your pictures not like, hey, can you take a picture of me standing here? So it was great that we had, you know, we were able to get some photos of the two of us together, and that they're like high quality kind of photos. So anyway, those the trip was definitely my most favorite thing this month. It was just so nice to get away, take a break, and laugh and see shows and eat like fat pigs and, you know, have some drinks and just not worry. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for watching my favorites video. If you want to stick around for more videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!